Welcome back guys, Video Game Expert here, and in today's video we're going to learn how to repair the screen on an original Game Boy. As we can see, this Game Boy has many vertical pixel lines completely disappeared, so we're going to go ahead and restore this back to its former glory. As always, all tools used in the video will be in the video's description. Today we're going to need a screwdriver, a Phillips head bit, a tri-wing bit, as well as a soldering iron. The easiest way to see the affected areas on the screen are to turn the Game Boy on and turn the contrast all the way down. From here, we can see the lines much more clearly. We'll get this repair started by taking our Game Boy and flipping it over. Let's remove the battery cover and make sure you take out the game and any batteries that may still be in it. Once we've done that, we're going to want to grab our screwdriver, and then we will grab our tri-wing bit and insert that. There are a total of 6 tri-wing screws holding the casing together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's go ahead and take those out now. When working with electronics, it's very important to keep your work area clean, as well as grouping all of your parts together. So I put all of these screws in a little pile. Once those 6 screws are removed, we can go ahead and separate the front and back casing. As you'll see, there's a large ribbon cable connecting the two. So what we'll do is we'll grab the ribbon cable firmly and pull straight down, and it should come out without a problem. Go ahead and set the back half of the Game Boy to the side, and we're going to focus on the front half that has the screen on it. Flip that over to reveal the board, which has 10 Phillips head screws in it. So we'll grab our screwdriver and our Phillips head tip, and we'll go ahead and put that in. As I just stated, we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 Phillips head screws out now. As always guys, if you're enjoying this video or it helped you in any way, make sure to drop that like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you have any tips and tricks of your own, or have any video ideas you'd like to see in the future, make sure to comment them down below. Once all 10 screws are removed, we're going to go ahead and remove the board from the casing. So we'll do that by just trying to pull it straight up. It should come out without a hassle. If there are any dust or fingerprints on your screen, right now is a great time to wipe it down and clean those off. Now we'll go ahead and grab that back half of the Game Boy that we set aside, and we're going to reconnect that ribbon cable right here so we can look at the screen while we're trying to fix it. If the button membranes happen to stick to the board, you can go ahead and grab those, take them off and set them aside. Then we'll want to flip over the console, and we're going to reinsert all 4 batteries. Go ahead and pop a game in, and then we'll flip it over and turn on the console. Since we're fixing vertical lines on our Game Boy, we'll look to the bottom of the screen and you'll see a little padding strip. We're going to go ahead and pull that off. There might be some tape residue underneath. That's perfectly fine. With that padding removed, we can now go ahead and grab our soldering iron. So make sure that it's all the way heated up. I have mine set to 405 degrees Celsius. And what we're going to do is we're just going to drag it across where that padding was. Go ahead and apply a small amount of pressure under the screen where the vertical lines are, making sure not to keep your soldering iron on it for too long, as it might damage your screen. As you'll see, when you drag the soldering iron across, those lines will fill in. Take the soldering iron off and make sure that the lines stay filled in. Once you remove the soldering iron, that area should cool down and the lines will stop disappearing, and then everything will be filled in. Some of the lines are more stubborn than others, so it might take you a little while to get them to reappear. Just make sure that you're not keeping that soldering iron on for too long, or you might damage the screen. Once those vertical lines of dead pixels have all filled in, we'll go ahead and turn our contrast back up and take a look at how the screen looks. I like to turn the Game Boy off and back on just to make sure that none of those vertical lines reappear. If everything with the screen checks out, it is now time to reassemble the Game Boy, and we'll do so by just working in reverse order from taking it apart. Grab the ribbon cable firmly and pull straight down. It should come right out with no hassle. Then we'll grab the front casing of the Game Boy, and right now is a good time to clean it out, pop out any buttons you'd like and clean those up as well. Make sure you add those membranes back over the buttons, and then we'll drop that screen right in place. When putting our board back into place, we need to make sure that the speaker goes in first. It has a small little notch that must align with the case. It's right here. You just align it with right here. You'll drop it right in there, and then we'll push the board straight down, snapping it into place. Now we'll grab our screwdriver and we'll reinsert those 10 Phillips head screws. If you've made it this far in the video, you should go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you don't, I don't hate you. I'm just disappointed in you. Once all 10 Phillips head screws are reinserted, we'll go ahead and grab the other side of the Game Boy, and we're going to reconnect that ribbon cable. We'll flip it right over like this, and we'll just push it straight into the housing, and it should go in without a problem. With the ribbon cable firmly inserted, all we're going to do is line up that casing and push it together, making sure that it is flush all the way around the console. Then we'll flip the console over and we'll reinsert those 6 tri-wing screws. Now go ahead and pop out those batteries and don't forget to take the game out. This will reveal all the holes we need to fill with those tri-wing screws. Now grab your screwdriver, take out the other bit and pop in that tri-wing bit, and let's get these last screws in place. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, etc., etc. Now that we have all 6 of those tri-wing screws reinserted, we're going to go ahead and pop back in our batteries. We'll place the battery cover over them, and then we'll pop in the game and test that screen out. And how's that screen looking? Oh, she good. subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Catch you on the flip.